This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona, Maricopa County. Brother Mike back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Welcome to KXXT Christian Radio. Today's Bible study. Hot for teacher. Again. As Reagan said to Mondale, well, there you go again. Here we go. This is Brother Mike. I'm here on Filthy Fridays on HardcoreChristianity.com. Welcome to the show. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center, downtown Phoenix, 15th Avenue in Osborne, red brick building. Our website is hardcorechristianity.com. If you go there, you see all of our ministry services. We have 2 live Zoom services every week. Send me an email, Mike at hardcorechristianity.com, and I'll send you the code and the password. Monday nights at 6:30 for the ladies. Wednesday night for everybody at 6 o'clock. Here in the Phoenix area, the Zoom service. Come get healed or delivered over the Zoom. Every week, you wouldn't believe the number of people getting delivered and healed right on the Zoom. You'd be shocked. Please remember, we have monthly seminars. We have deliverance training classes. We have children's services. We have women's seminars. I have a podcast every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, twitch.tv/HCCADC, right? Email address, Mike at hardcorechristianity.com. We have a counseling center at the Deliverance Center. If you're a born-again Christian, you need to see a counselor. It's free. 602-636-5800. Don't put it off. The rapture is only a couple of years away now. It's almost over. Hot for teacher. The great Apostle Paul predicted that lust would take over the world. It's taking over America like you can't conceive nor believe. 2 Timothy chapter 3, know this, that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. They will be covetous and lovers of pleasure more than they are lovers of God. Wow. Sinners fall into that category, and so do church people. 1 Timothy chapter 4, the Spirit speaks expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and teachings of demons. They will speak lies and hypocrisy. They will have their conscience seared with a hot iron. Sexual perversion and sinful behavior is sweeping the country in a way nobody ever dreamed would happen. It's unreal. And it happens all the time now. You know, years ago, when I first started this radio broadcast 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, there were teachers in the public school systems all over the country, but they were almost always males. And the males were always having affairs with female students. Sometimes it was homosexual. But generally speaking, it was heterosexual. Generally speaking, it was initiated by a male teacher. But because of the rise of Pornhub and pornography in the United States, and the rise of pornography among women, women now have the same lust demons and the same spirits of perversion in their bodies that men do. Now women are just as big as perverts as men. There's no difference. And so we've seen a skyrocketing rise in the numbers of teachers seducing students that are female. Female teachers seducing male students. It's amazing how this thing's flipped. Back in the day, 20 years ago and way beyond, if you were a male teacher and you had an affair with a female student, you ended up with a long prison term. It was severe punishments. And then the women came along and started having affairs with the boys, and they were all getting probation. A slap on the wrist. You know, there was not really a victim in the crime, according to the boys. They saw it as a status symbol. Now, women are getting the same harsh sentences men used to get. People are going to prison with felony records. Women are destroying their lives and their careers, losing their teaching careers left and right because of lust demons, because of the rise in pornography among women. Women are watching porn now almost to the rate of men. Porn is the number one moral cancer of the United States. And the number one provider is Pornhub. Everything is available, XXX, to everybody, including grade schoolers, at the click of a mouse, at the click of your phone. Boom, it's right there. Hardcore sex right in front of your eyes within seconds. And if you're 5, 10, 15 years old, boom, it's right there. Now women are watching porn. And everyone who watches porn, 100%, always picks up lust demons. Demons enter your body while you're watching porn. There's no question about it. It happens 100% of the time. That's the purpose of porn. And Satan uses it to infect people with lust demons. And here we go again. A 36-year-old former teacher in Idaho. She got fired. She was arrested and charged with 2 counts of felony rape of a minor. What happened was a car was driving erratically on the road, but they had one of their taillights out. The cop pulls over the car, and there's a teenage boy driving it. And sitting next to him is this teacher who's drunk, Jessica Lawson. She bombed. This happened on November 6th of this year. They pulled her over, and the teenager, who was 16 years old, started to cough up the facts. Okay? He told the officer that he was driving because his school teacher was too drunk to drive. And he told the cops that she had picked him up at her house where he lived with her parents at about 11 o'clock at night. She drove over there. He snuck out. They went over to her house. She got him drunk and got him on pot. They were both smoking marijuana. They were both drunk, and then they had intercourse. They had intercourse while they were drunk at her house. Well, he's got to get home, but she's too drunk to drive. So they're driving home, taillight out. The cops pull her over, arrested her for sexual contact with a minor. She was teaching at the Fremont County School District and is currently in the Madison County Jail. Her bond is set at $50,000. She was ordered to have no contact with the victim. Well, that didn't work with Mary Kay Letourneau. You remember back in the 1990s, the unbelievable story, which nowadays is relatively common. There's no problem now. Mary Kay Letourneau was a teacher married with 4 children, fell in love with a 12-year-old boy. What's going on here? Well, friends, with the advent of social media, with the advent of pornography, children now are growing up faster and they're maturing earlier than kids did in the 50s and 60s. It's literally amazing how mature a 14-year-old boy is. He already knows all about sex. He's been on hardcore porn for a couple of years. Statistically, the start date for boys is 12. That's when they start regularly viewing porn. And it's XXX. There's nothing left to your imagination. They see everything. Literally everything. And so with the advent of social media and the spread of knowledge and how quickly kids mature, their brains mature very fast now. And they have the aura of being older than they are. So these women, teachers, see the boy more like a young man, even at 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. Because of the advanced maturity rate of kids now, hot for teacher kicks in, and they start having an affair. And of course, the hormones on a teenage boy, are going to run through the roof. And so these women who are looking for energetic, aggressive lovers that they can train and show them how to do it and show them what they like, they love these teenage boys. They're putting their career and their lives and their criminal records on the altar of Satan while they pursue their uncontrolled satanic lusts that they picked up by watching pornography. The demons got in their body and they picked up lust spirits, and now their lustful desires are out of control. They can't stop it. They can't control it. If you were infected with lust demons from pornography, you are eligible for free counseling services at Arizona Deliverance Center. Call me at 602-636-5800. I've seen untold numbers of sex addicts completely healed after going through deliverance. But what Pornhub does, Satan uses it to create sex addicts and people who can't control their sex drives. That's what he does. He creates them. And his main weapon is Pornhub. Your teacher could be hot for your son, even in middle school, like Mary Kay Letourneau, and they will have no power to stop it because their desires are being overrun by demons. They're being controlled by spirits. And that's how they ended up with your son. Women are doing it now at the same rate men are. There's no difference anymore. Women are as big of perverts as men. And they love the excitement of it. They love the naughtiness of it. They love the freshness of it. They love having a young lover. The demons use everything they can on them to get them to sin and to fail. See you next time.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.